We are live. Welcome to this Dave in real life movie watch along. Yes, it is Halloween season, so we are kicking off with Shaun of the Dead. So we'll just wait for a few people to come in the chat, and yeah, we'll crack on with some of the stuff. What we're going to be watching, of course, we'll go to check out who's in the movie and all of that good stuff. So yeah, just wait for a few people to show up, and then we'll crack on. Obviously, been fairly interesting last couple of days. Got a few bits to go through on X as well. But yeah, obviously, a bit of a change of direction. Nothing really much to get our teeth into wrestling wise today. Bit of a cleansing palate watch along. Obviously, we'll talk about wrestling and everything else, but you know, it's just nice to do something different from time to time. So just waiting for a few people to come in. There's 3 people what are here. Leeds 2025. Hello, shout you. I don't know. I feel that this boomer keeps coming on YouTube all the time. Oh, shout outs to you, dude. How are you? How are you? Are you ready for the weekend? Back to the Premier League. So yeah, obviously Shaun of the Dead, good classic British comedy, 2004, Edgar Wright, in collab with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Should be. I'm quite looking forward to this. I've not watched it in a while. Andrade apparently not going to appear on AEW TV for a year. Tony Khan is definitely fearing for his life. I've actually got some information on that. Fun fact. We will get into that as soon as people start showing up. But yes, I have got some information about that, some tweets that we will look at. Yeah, very interesting that he shouldn't have been on TV. Apparently, they broke the 90 days policy. WWE are not happy about Andrade's appearance a couple of weeks ago. Dylan, shout outs to you. How are you doing? Got 6 people in the chat. Say hello if you're in the chat. If you're watching, say hello. Let's see ya. Like I say, this was meant to be done yesterday, but to be quite honest with you, when I got up in the afternoon, I did a night shift, obviously Tuesday night. By the time I got up Wednesday afternoon, I was still shattered. I was still tired. Ended up watching. Oh God, my chair keeps dropping down. I'm going to end up on the flipping floor at this rate. But yeah, I ended up watching like Five Nights at Freddy's and Reservoir Dogs, and I kept dropping asleep. So there was no point in doing a live watch along. WWE are going to sue. Yes, I have got that information. We'll get into that in a minute. Let people settle in. We'll have a quick look on X, and then we'll get into the movie stuff. Obviously, yeah, AEW have massively stuffed up. They've fucked up massively. Well done to them. So you always love to see it, don't you? You always love to see it. Big, massive business, billionaires, and it's like, shit, you have got a 90 days no complete cause, haven't you? Bastard. Andrade, you bastard. So yeah, WWE not impressed. Heard that Dave ran around the room when he saw the news that Kendall Gray won the mate. The thing is, right, and it's really bugging me, is that yeah, we know it's not on YouTube until today. We know it's on Tubi. We know the Americans can watch it on Tubi. It's not the Americans have got an issue with it, it's Dave's. The fact that he couldn't keep it to himself, that he had to do a short on it, which gave away the result. Then he went and added it in his unseen video. It's like, what? Wait, we haven't watched it yet. Like, give the rest of the world a chance to actually watch this. Not just America what watches flipping wrestling. So, yeah, wasn't happy at that. As Bryce Donovan's contract expired, oh, jeez. He'd put on a pretty decent showing last night, but I don't know if I've been impressed with Bryce Donovan, if I'm being all honest. The only real people that have been impressive out of the male side of Evolve is Shaun, Legacy, and of course the other members of the Vanity Project. But yeah, Zeta Steele's left now, so that's really leaves Swipe left, and of course Drake. I think it's Drake, whatever his name is. What is the short? Is it that what you're wearing? That's the ones. Days had Kendall Grey shorts. That is it. Spoiled it because he had Kendall Grey shorts. Anyway, let's get to X. I can see all of you guys anyway. Obviously, I've got it set up for Shaun of the Dead, but we can just nip over here. Boom. We'll start off with here. Soul in all black. So Soul Ruka from last night. I don't know. I don't know why we have to start there, but it kind of makes sense. They're very cheeky. Bring back the Prime Minister Stevie Turner and Zeta Steele WWE. Zeta Steele wanted to leave. She wanted out of a contract. That's the massive difference. She wasn't kicked out. She wanted to leave. Jack Cartwheel, swipe right. Kelly Armstrong, Shaun Legacy, Kendall Gray are the Revolt stars. I give a shit about. I hate the name Jack Cartwheel. I don't like that name. If he could change his last name, I'd be on board. But because he can do cartwheels, is not reason why you call yourself Cartwheel. Don't like it. And I said that from day one, if I'm being honest. Manchester United, I've got Disney on at the minute. And my lad has missed it. She had a chance to put it to bed. And anyway, talking about Kendall Gray, here she is, the lady of the hour, 50 Shades of Grey. There she is. Grey Graps. That's what she calls her little minions, Grey Graps. Changed his name to Wheel Cart. But he's still, yes, but we still blaming TKO. There's Kendall Gray with that Evolve Championship. I mean, she had a good showing on NXT as well in that Battle Royal. She was in the final four. She's got a bright future, right? She is just. You're going to hear a lot about this lass in the up and coming year. Yeah, Kendall Gray does that. And here is that story. Here it is. So, WWE reportedly sent AEW a letter about Andrade's appearance in the behalf belief is there is a potential issues in his non-complete clause that I've been hearing. What I've been hearing was WWE sent a letter. AEW obviously believed that there was no compete. There were people who talked to people in WWE who believed there was no non-compete, but WWE apparently. That's the story. It said that it can't do AEW for the 90 days. So it's a little bit messy-washy. Some people think there's a 90 days complete cause. Some people say that there isn't. I mean, it's a mess, in it. Absolute fucking mess. If AEW had the fucking sense, they wouldn't have put him on TV at all. Not for a time until they got it proper nailed that there was a non-complete cause. No non-complete cause. God, that's a mouthful. And I hate it. Andrade, who cares? Drama. Yeah. Here's the card so far for Halloween Havoc, and we are live a week of Saturday. We are definitely live. We're definitely doing this. I don't think Days is. I think he's doing UFC. But we are definitely live for this. Fuck UFC. we're all about the wrestling. We're sticking with the wrestling. So Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams for the NXT Championship. JC James versus Tatum Paxley. Congratulations to Paxley, who won the Battle Royal last on NXT. I watched it yesterday. It was good. I enjoyed the show. And then we've got Ethan Page v Dr. Wagner Jr. in a Day of the Dead match. Oh, I hope they don't have zombies. Ugh, that could suck. And then Hardy Boys taking on Dark State. OTM came back on Tuesday night, which shook up the tag division. We're going to do a bit of a game in a minute, because which wrestler has the best tattoos? Rhea Ripley. And if it's not Rhea Ripley, what the hell? I mean, he got released. Of course, there would be a 90 days no complete clause. In fact, AW, oh my god, my chair is literally just dropping all the time. Let me just try and sort my chair out. I'm back. No, my chair just kept dropping. You'll notice when I come on back on screen. It just dropped three times while I've been live. It's like really weird. Anyway, we've got tattoos to look at. Let's see if I can enlarge that a bit better. Who was the best tattoos? You've got Jeff Hardy. I believe that's Randy Orton. CM Punk. Aleister Black. Roman Reigns. Drama between Dave and his chair. Yeah, my chair has been proper. So who was the best tattoos? Just out of curiosity, who have you got? Who would you pick out of them? I love the artwork on Aleister Black, but I also love the artwork on Jeff Hardy, to be honest. Iconic Pepsi logo on CM Punk. But it's Rhea Ripley, anyway, the answer to the question. And then that is what everyone sees in their glasses. Tell me if I am lying. That is glass. I do love this post. I watch wrestling for the plot. Meanwhile, the plot. That is definitely me. That is definitely my meme. The video that I did earlier today was basically off of this, the Bleacher Report ranks top 25 male superstars. We can talk about it here. I know I only get named the top 10, but honestly, just look at the names, what were left out. Don't know how much of that you can see on there. Oh, not quite a lot, actually. Let's see if I can just move that. Oh, well, you got the top view there, so it don't really matter. So we've got John Cena at number 1. Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. We did the top 10, but just look at who was outside the top 10. Edge, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, CM Punk. All of them, I mean, you could argue all of them there deserve to be in there. I think you take Jericho out, Daniel Bryan out, and there's just too many blipping names in there, which I thought had a better period of time. I think Izzy Day is going to cost Tatum the title. Yeah, she turned again, though, on social media. Saying, oh, well done, I'll be there for you. Yeah, but she didn't look happy on her NXT. So, it's a bit weird. Kofi Kingston's at 25. Brock at 12, where Dave, in real life, should be 12. I'm at number 1. Anyway, that's where the video idea came from. Is I just took the top 10, and obviously we had a look, and I just, I don't know. I don't know where they get the statistics from, where they get the to rank them, if you get what I mean. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place. There's one of the matches which has been scheduled for Halloween Havoc, Dark State versus the Hardy Boys, and for some reason, due to local laws, we are temporarily restricting your access to content on X. Yeah, it's nothing. That just means I can't watch porn on this one. Yeah, which is my other account I can, but I can't on this one. Shaquem agrees with this. Yeah, there's been more reports of wrestlers being stopped in airports again. It's like, really, we need to fucking stop this. If you see a wrestler in an airport, leave them the fuck alone. I mean, seriously. They're the last thing they want to be doing is signing autographs. There's meet and greets for this shit. Let's just stop and think. I know you guys don't do it. Any of us guys in the UK are lucky to see a fucking wrestler in an airport. Never mind. I don't else. But fuck me. God, it happens all the time in America and it needs to stop. Stop, stop, stop. There is Kendall. Great. Look at that image. Oh my gosh. Kendall in real life. Kendall in real life. David Polaloaf, shout out to you. Don't forget that we're coming to week. What your country changes their clocks a week before the US. Yeah, we won't forget. It probably won't even make that much difference, to be honest with you. Dave getting banned from Twitter. Only joking, it's not a ban, it's just an age restriction. We've got loads more posts. There we go. There's another match made for Halloween Havoc. Ethan Page. Happy birthday to Zaya Brookside. Zaya Brookside's birthday today. We've got Julia with Nakamura meeting a fan. Julia meeting a fan at the Fanatics. I wonder how thingy got on at Fanatics. There's Kendall Gray. Both Succession. And anyway, we've caught up with that. Let's go over to this stuff, which is what we're here for, is the watch along. So this is Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright. Writers were Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright. The stars, Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Kate Ashfield, Nick Frost. We're going to have a look at the cast anyway. So these are the lovely cast. Simon Pegg, some of the photographs there. Simon Pegg, Lewis Davis, who played Diane. Got Dylan Morgan, Julia Cunningham, Kia Mills, Matt Janes. Yeah, you get it. Where is the synopsis? There's usually a synopsis. It's just uneventful, aimless lives of London electronics salesman and his layabout roommate as they disrupted by the zombie apocalypse. That's basically the read up. Very cool. Got 7.8. Obviously, it is a part of the Cornetto trilogy. So there we go. Storyline. We have got a storyline. So Shaun, who doesn't have a very good day, so he decides to turn his life around by getting his ex to take him back. But his times it right in the middle of what may be a zombie apocalypse. But for him, it's an opportunity to show everyone he knows how useful he is by saving them all. All he has to do is survive and get his ex back. Very cool. Taglines. It's just one of those days when you're feeling a little dead. So I've got some trivia goofs. We'll have a look at them. Dave getting banned on Twitter, only joking. I thought that Dave was in this film. And David Paul saying hello to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So George A. Romero, creator of the movies in which this movie pays homage to and lampoons, was so impressed with Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright's work, he asked them to cameo in Land of the Dead as zombies. Well, the fun fact about Shaun of the Dead, it came out pretty much the same time as Dawn of the Dead, and when I didn't know which film was meant to be. To be honest, I'll get rid of that. So there, we've just had that one. When asked by an interviewer why they chose to have slow-moving zombies instead of running zombies, Simon Pegg simply replied, "Because death is not an energy drink." interesting. We'll read some of these. We'll try and get to the about 10 to. Simon and Egret considered a sequel that would replace zombies with another monster. They decided against it as they were pleased with the movie as a standalone product and thought too many characters died to continue the story. Proposed title was From Dusk Till Shaun. I would have loved that. However, the idea did have an afterlife. It mocked up poster can see for the movie in the film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So that's interesting. So there is a Dusk Till Shaun poster inside Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, wow, that's interesting. Shaun and Ed's friendship is based on Simon Pegg and Nick Frost when they shared a flat together. We're not going to spoilers. All the newsletters and television presenters are real, portraying themselves. Yep. The rest are spoilers, so we'll avoid the spoilers. Probably all seen this movie anyway, but let's see if there's any goofs, what we can have a look at. There's the goofs. Let's have a read of the goofs. When Ed lights up the Molotov cocktail, it appears when the zombies drag him. When Ed lights the Molotov cocktail, it appears when. Oh, okay. When Shaun and Ed decide on the Winchester as a safe haven, it shows a close up of a TV when the news presenter says not to save the loved ones. For out of focus, you could see a remote in Shaun's hand. When Ed says, "Do you always believe what you hear on television?" Shaun picks up the remote from the coffee table, turns to the TV. So he's already got the remote in his hand. We'll look out for that when we're watching. Red mark from the leaky pen in Shaun's pocket changes size and shape several times before he gets covered in zombie blood. When Shaun and Ed are in the back garden hitting two zombies with a shovel and cricket bat, their clothes get covered in blood. We reckon to remain immaculate. Later in the living room, Ed holds up a bloody covered shovel. So there you go, stuff to look out for. Anyway, we're not going to spoiler territory. So that is basically what we're going to be watching. Let me know when you're ready to go, if you are watching along, of course. And then we can crack on with it. But yeah, that's the film we're watching, Shaun of the Dead. Just wait for a few more people to drop into the chat, because obviously people have slightly gone to sleep on me again. What did you think of NXT? What did you think of Kendall Gray winning? Let me know what you thought of what's gone down on NXT. Did Ricky Saints get a good look up Ava's skirt the other day? I saw that picture and he's so having an eyeful in and he's so looking. I don't blame him. I think we'd all, in that situation, we'd all be getting a sneaky look. It's like, yeah, you lie down there while I lean over you. Yeah, I'm going to take a look. And I totally agree if any of you guys would have done as well. So Man United have just won their Champions League game. Just watching it on Disney Plus. Only because it's all on the Xbox where the film is. But it's not on Disney Plus in Shaun of the Dead, but it's in my DVD player, which is on my Xbox. Boom, 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 boom. I say, if you let me know when you're ready to actually start playing, we will do. Get into the watch along. We seem to be a little bit shy of people right now, and nobody's talking. So 2004, well, this was made. Like I say, it's part of the Cornetto trilogy. Obviously, there's two other movies connected to this one. We've got Hot Fuzz and then At the World's End. Like I said in the bit, they was going to do like Till Dust Till Shaun, which I think is hilarious. Would have loved to have seen how they'd have done a vampire movie. That would have been quite cool. Uh, Obviously, you would think that the movie Paul was connected to this, but it isn't. It's not a part of the trilogy. The trilogy is pretty much standalone. I think Paul might even be a different director than Edgar Wright, but honestly, this one, these movies are synonymous. So much fun. I love Simon Pegg. Obviously, this all stemmed from an episode of Spaced. Space was a TV show here in the UK on Channel 4. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost worked together on that. And there was an episode in there where there was kind of like a zombie apocalypse. They've actually ripped into Star Wars as well. It's just all good stuff. DNA, DNA. That's it. I don't even think it's a live show tonight. I think they're just recapping everything they did at Bound for Glory. What an amazing weekend we've literally had. I'm on League One watch tonight. League One. Always done some League One games. Tom, hi, shout out to you. Has anyone watched the Five Nights at Freddy's? And is it good? Yeah, you know what, Tom? Literally, I watched it yesterday on Netflix, and you know what? I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I'm not into the computer game. Don't get me wrong. My daughter watches all these YouTube bollocks about it, but I'm not into that. But the movie's not bad. I actually quite enjoyed it. It's not a bad. It's not a bad film. Matthew Lillard, very surprising role in it. Obviously, I know him from the Scream franchise and Scooby Doo. I thought it was good. I thought it was all right. There was a woman in it. I can't remember her name. Actually, let's do that. Let's delve because we can come off of Shaun of the Dead for 5 minutes. Let's actually do it on their search bar. So Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming, but we just want 5 nights. 5 nights at Freddy's. I just want the first one. 5 Nights at Freddy's. There we go. It's just the actors I want. This is just a computer game, though. Mike Schmidt. It's just a computer game. I want the movie. I want the movie, not the video game. Movie. Where's the fucking movie? There it is. That's the movie. James Chadwick, hello. Shout out to you. Might give it a watch and get in the Eloise. It's not scary. It's you know what? It's not bad. I wouldn't expect it. It's not going to scare you. She's gorgeous in it, if you can see there. So we've got Josh Henderson, Hutchison, is it? Hutchison. He's from the Hunger Games saga. She's really fun. This Piper Fabio. She's gorgeous. Elizabeth Hale. Matthew Lillard, and this one surprised me here. Mary Stuart Matheson. She's from a film called that something, Some Kind of Wonderful, which is one of my favourite John Hughes movies from back in the day. She's still massively attractive in this film. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe she's in it. Very cool. I was like, Dave, get the tissues. But yeah, you can just see here from the photographs. We'll have a quick little scan so that you can kind of see what's going off. There's Chica. There's Matthew Lillard's. I don't know what that's about. So yeah, this is like stuff what's in the film. That doesn't look right, by the way. That looks more animated than all else, but there's no spoilers. But yeah, that Josh guy looks like Pedro Pascal. Yeah, yeah, kind of. I can see where you're thinking there. There's a better shot of him. Kind of in this movie he does, but yeah, it's good. You know what? Give it a watch. Tell me what you think of it. It's not. I don't think it's bad. And obviously, these are little posters. Freaky. But anyway, yeah, give it a watch. Go check it out yourself. But yeah, I think the major story point is today is that AEW are in shitloads of trouble with putting Andrade on their TV show. Wasn't a great idea. Apparently, he has a 90 days no complete clause. AEW did not know this. They apparently had phoned WWE up, and the people that they had spoken to didn't know this either. So WWE have sent a nice little letter to AEW. See you in court. That kind of jazz. You kind of get it. Is Tank in this film because of Hank? Is Tank in this film because Hank is? Hank and Tank. Yes, that's definitely the reason why he leads. That is definitely the reason why. Hank and Tank, definitely. They've got a match, haven't they, next week? Anyway, let's crack on with the watch along because I'm literally ready to go. Man United ladies, they've just beaten Atletico Madrid. I've just watched last half an hour of that. That was on. Oh God, if I'd have known, we could have done Barcelona and Arsenal. But hey ho, hitty ho. It doesn't matter because we go to the Blu-ray player. Imagine if this was all a ruse when WWE and Andrade, and then he resigns with WWE. Massively respect to that. If that was the case, is that just playing the film already? No, it's just the intro. I watched the game. I bet you did. I thought you would be. I thought you would be actually. Did she deserve to get sent off? It was Dave that phoned off WWE to tell them about the contract. Charlotte. It was Charlotte who answered the AEW call. Yes, Raffaello was the one that scored the goal, the new signing for Manchester United ladies. Then he goes back to AEW, Tom. Shaun of the Dead. So if anybody else is watching, please let me know in the comments. You know what? Has anybody seen Stephen? We haven't seen Stephen in such a long time. I mean, I keep saying it every stream now, and it seems to he still hasn't popped up. I hope he's all right. If you see him in another stream, tell him to come and say hello, because concerned. Both sending offs were bullshit. Yeah, I did see the Atletico Madrid one. Pretty lame. Pretty lame. Won it for the two yellows. Lead then back to WWE in a year. Yeah, that would be so much fun. What do you think of the old Seth Rollins thing? What's your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, it looks up to now very legitimate, but If he's seriously injured the way that Chad Gable was, he's going to be out until WrestleMania. So therefore, don't they have to take the title off him? If they're keeping the title on him, then it's fake, right? What's your thoughts? What do you think of the old Seth Rollins thing? Apparently, his injury is for reals this time. Think that Stephen doesn't like the sarcasm. He were alright before. I stuck Dave's stream on yesterday and fell asleep like Dave. What, you watched Dave's stream and fell asleep? Didn't his screaming keep you awake? You know what he's like? It's hard to fall asleep watching Days because he's just screaming the entire time. Anyway, I'm not going to wait for you guys any longer. So, 1, 2, 3. I'm pressing play. Boom. We're in. We're in. We're watching Shaun of the Dead. I think it's due because they would have used the injury angle again. I don't know. We need more information from WWE for this, I think. I've seen that Kota Ibushi is out a lot. Well, could be like 2 years. I think it's time for him to retire. He's just come back from Kota Ibushi. He hasn't had a great start, has he? In life in AEW, he doesn't seem to be getting the good rub. I think if you're injury prone like that, then it's time to consider your other options. No, because the volume was down. Kendall Gray, what a great result for her. One thing I'm pissed off at is yet again, Dave's ruined it. He forgets that, the people outside of the US, I can't watch this until the day after, and yet he's posting fucking shit. He's posting shorts on Kendall winning, and then shows you the winning pin in the unseen video. It's like, Days, there's other people than America. We haven't watched this yet. It hasn't been released yet on YouTube. Please, for the love of God, don't do it. You become the flipping problem. It really winds me up. It's going to get to a point where certain videos of Daisies I'm just going to have to miss completely. Because it's annoying. I know that Kendall Gray was winning, but it's not the point. So we have got Shaun. He's in a pub. He's in the Winchester, which is basically what this film is basically roughly all about. He's got his friend, and then he's got his girlfriend, who she's sadly losing interest in him. That's bollocks from Days. I don't like it. I really, honestly, last night I checked, and he starts it off in his title. Like, oh, Kendall Gray wins the title. I was like, mate, I don't even want to click on the video, and you've already told me what's fucking happening. It's shit. I don't agree with it. Especially when you know that it's just an American audience that are getting to see this, unless you've got a VPN and you go and got to be America. Not everyone gets the opportunity to do that. So yeah, it's something I'm not happy with him with. I mean, yeah, I'm not happy with WWE putting it on fucking Tubi, only Tubi, and us in the UK having to wait a day. Like, that annoying as it is. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. Bit annoying. I've had that gripe before. I mean, that show, for all intents, should have been on both at the same time for me. If you're going to do a big show, you don't want to ruin it. Ghost Town. So she's just broken up with him. As we start this movie, we see everybody doing their ordinary day jobs, but they all look zombified. They're all doing the same thing. They're all looking at the phones. They're all just walking around the streets. It is like a mock-up of just like an ordinary society. What is the difference between them being alive or dead? Kid playing football in the street, Western Park, and then we have Shaun himself, half dead. I've got an early night tonight. Oh, yeah, because TNA is just highlights from Bound for Glory, so there's no point in watching. I know, I had realised that. It's After Glory, is it? After Glory, they're calling the show. We get the same thing when WWE is outside the US and Canada with days in the US, which is why I now watch you and you've available for when you're available for live streams, David. But yeah, he's just ruins shit constantly. I mean, yes, I know I put that video out the other week on SmackDown, but yeah, it's by the by. But he's proper just like new champs. Sure, and it's like, oh mate, I was looking forward to watching that. Thanks, mate. You've just told me the result. James, no, OZW or AJPW to watch. Oh, yeah, Tom, I'd rather sleep. They are calling it Dave After Glory. Dave After Glory. It's just my live stream. It'd be just my live stream. So his flatmate's not happy with his buddy living there. Ed. He wants Ed out. Huddersfield 1-0 up already against Bolton. Aye, there's a full programme of football tonight, isn't there? Which is interesting. I didn't even know. The football is back. Like I say, I weren't really bothered about doing any of the football, to be fair. Because I know with the Champions League, not everybody's got Disney Plus or, ESPN or whatever. So it was really hard to just go, right, okay, we can pick this game, we can do that. So Huddersfield 1-0 up. James. Okay. So yeah, just put in what you want to talk about. Obviously, you want to talk about the film, we can. Could talk about films in this stream. Could talk about what you think of wrestling up to press. What did you think of NXT? What do you think of Tatum Paxley winning the Battle Royal? Do you think there's going to be some interesting developments there with Izzy Dame? Who didn't look very happy, and why is Lyra it's constantly on NXT lately? You know what I mean? What is the deal with that? Tom Castelline. Oh, is he the goal scorer? So Simon Pegg, you see him walk past all these people in the street. This will all play out later in the movie. See how vibrant people are. He's nearly got run over by a car. There's a guy washing his car. There is like a poster thing on the door. Liverpool were playing Durham in the League Cup 1-1 half time. Is that the under-20s? James, he is pretty good. Tatum Paxley winning the Battle Royal was a shock. I thought that Jordan Grace was winning. It was, you know what? When you think about it, it's not really that shocking. Because when I saw the result, I just thought Halloween Havoc. Who's quite the ghoulish character? Who fits that kind of crazy? Tatum Paxley fits that kind of crazy, doesn't she? So at Halloween Havoc, you can kind of see why they would pick that kind of person in that match. So yeah, I kind of got it, and it was kind of like, ugh, really? And then I just like, yeah, I can see why they've done it now. And it's going to be interesting because you'll have Lyra in a corner, to obviously because we now got what is it? What's her name? Laney Reed, who's now part of Fatal Influence. Well, officially now we're part of Fatal Influence. So yeah, I think it's good, man. Can't wait to see the rise of Kendall Gray. She really needs to get on NXT. She needs to get an NXT contract. I'm interested to see how it works with her because obviously you've got Charlie with her as well, and of course Ren Sinclair. I think that would be a fascinating threesome. And I'm not talking sexual threesome. I'm talking about like a trio up in NXT to take on Fatal Influence. I'd be down for that as a faction war. Yeah, some good things happening. There's a new batch of Evolve people coming up. We're live for NXT next week, so we will be doing Axiom versus Shaun Legacy. Can't wait for that. That will be a good match. I'm expecting a banger with that one. Yeah, there's certainly some exciting things coming. Zachary Wentz is also in that tournament. It's skimming through the TV, and it's just showing you the endless army trucks and the start of the apocalypse. People just falling down. It's like, oh, it's all starting, and nobody's noticing. I've got a theory. Ethan Page wins, then Danhausen debuts. Confronts Ethan Page. Unlikely, but if you want to have an if he still has an AEW contract, all kinds of shenanigans is going to go off in that match, right? So think of all your dark characters. So Boogeyman could get involved in that match. You could have Danhausen if he's not under contract. That could be fun. That I could see that. Wendy Chu could even show up. Yeah, I mean, they could do anything in that match. So yeah, it's just so he's working in a Shaun works in an electrical shop. We're not really bothered about the film, are we? Let me know if you're bothered about the film. If you've seen Shaun of the Dead, let me know what your favourite bits are of Shaun of the Dead. I'm not going to talk about it too much because if you're not really watching along anyway, so you could just talk about wrestling. I'll pop in any facts about this film as and when. No one Durham. Oh, it's the women's Durham team. Why are they playing Liverpool? Why is that a game? Dave could show up in that match as I'm every zombie. In fact, that's the competition we're going to play on NXT next week. Is spot the Dave in real life zombie. That's if there is zombies. I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of creature features during that show. Pretty much a missed opportunity if they don't. It's a League Cup. All right, okay. Then I get it then. Okay. League Cup game. All right, okay. Oh, it's be like the teams that are in the Champions League will join later. All right, I get you. So Shaun meets up with a girl who is kind of like the polar opposite of him, which is so good. The opposites within. These two should have technically been together, but obviously, whatever reason, they're separated by the alternate. Do, 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 do. So, what do you think will happen then? Do you think Seth will get stripped of the title? How are they going to resolve all this come like Saturday night's main event, which is creeping up fast? And then obviously Survivor Series, we don't really make no difference the Survivor Series because they'll just stick the champion in a War Games match. So what do you think they're going to do? How we going to resolve this situation? How pissed off must CM Punk be? It's like he's number one contender, and now he doesn't know what's going off with the championship. How would you guys book this? How would you book it? Is what I'm going to say. How would you book it? Brom Punk, Saturday Night Mate is what I'd do for the title, for the championship. It's interesting. But what about Roman? Obviously, Roman lost to Bronson. Do you bring Roman back? Plus Seth? I mean, I don't know what the deal is with Roman. I don't know what his schedule is. I feel like there must be some kind of scrambling in the background with WWE because normally we'd be on this by now. They've said that they've pulled the storyline forward by several months. Obviously, there were always going to be Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed attacking Seth, but this was meant to happen after WrestleMania. So we've pulled this drastically forward, which is fine because it left us with that almighty flipping moment on Raw where we were just like, what? I mean, I would, right, if Seth is not injured, right, and he is cleared, and this is just a ruse, how I would play this out, and this is completely theory because I do actually think that Seth is actually injured this time, but I would have it so that Seth is going to make CM Punk think that he's on his own. Start the sympathy. I'm on my own. My team's left me. So that Punk thinks that he's got a level playing field. And it's complete, we're going to go into our match at Saturday night's main event. Just you and me. And then you have Bronson and Braun come down, but looking like they're coming to attack Seth. Coming to get Seth. And then you do the bait and switch, where they go after Punk and they just beat the shit out of him. Why would Roman have a title shot? He got beat. No, I'm just saying what in the picture with Bronson, you're down a man, right? You bring in the man back, right? You bring in somebody like Seth, Roman to replace Seth as a big character. No, I would do Dave versus Braun versus Punk versus Streamlabs at Saturday night's main event for the world title. Streamlabs would win. Streamlabs would win. Be like world champion. How come Streamlabs has won? Well, because it shut down Dave and hit Ron over the head with with the laptop. So he's gone to his girlfriend's, who's just dumped him. He stuck the flowers what were meant for his mother. Yeah, it's not going so well for me, for Shaun. He's lost his girlfriend because he lacks ambition. He's spends all his time with his best mate Ed, and the world is coming to an end because it's the zombie apocalypse. So there you go. He's just been dumped, and now does he? Oh, and then it starts raining. And where does he go to drown his sorrows? The Winchester. Why would you do a bait switch when you could just do Dave Bronson Bron as a faction? Yeah, I mean, I've got the same physique as Seth. You wouldn't even notice. You would not even notice. I just slot in. I've got all the flamboyant clothes that Seth's got. Womp, womp, womp. Uh, why would you do that, bait? Jacob Fatu is suffering from a non-wrestling related injury and could be out until well into 2026. Yeah, I did see that news as well. So a lot of stuff going off in wrestling. I mean, how do you get a non-wrestling? Is Brock his dick, can he? That's non-wrestling, right? Is Brock his dick? was having sex with his wife, and he's got a little bit too excited, and his dick broke. So yeah, he's that's when they say non-wrestling injury. Why has everyone got injured in WWE? Is Dave injuring people? What is womp 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 mean? Why is womp 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 in the chat? Womp womp womp. Or is it womp womp womp? Am I reading it wrong? We've got a guy who calls that snake hips at the bar. So that War Games match is definitely not going to happen. What they've penciled down, yeah, it's they're going to have to reshape War Games completely now. So Theory is out of the window because what group is he going to join? Unless he still joins up with Bronson and Braun and Brock. Yeah, I don't know. War Games looks like a bit of a mess at the minute. Uh, I don't know how they're going to pull all this off, to be honest. I think you've got Saturday night's main event, which is their next big thing. And then obviously we've got to go to War Games. And yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of scrambling around in creative right now, trying to figure out how to put other pieces into place so that they can get to Mania and Seth's return and all this lot. When everyone's got something wrong. Wop, wop, wop. Yeah. Wop, wop, wop. I kind of get it. It's the music in it. Wah, wah, wah. Somebody's trying to get in to the pub. We're closed. And they're calling them a pissant. Please leave quietly. This is a great scene. It's where they leave the pub and they're singing White Lies. Oh God, in the background, the girl has just bit the guy's neck off. Nice. Go away. And then you see the zombie in the street who they just think is a pisshead. Dumba-da-dumba-dumba-da. Are you, baby? Oh. It is Dave and his community streamlines Derek camera laptop in War Games. Someone in Dazers was furious with how WWE are booking Theory. They can't help it. He was injured, and how when they pencil him into everything else gets injured. Yeah, you can't. Right. He got what was it, a tricep injury or something like that while he was training. Obviously, it's just fucking facts, isn't it? How can you? It wasn't actually set in stone because that Theory was even joining the War Games. It was talked about. It was a conversation that they was having in creative about him joining. Obviously, that conversation is now dead in the water. There's not a lot they can do about it. It happens. Seth's injury, as far as I know, is legitimate. If this is a work and we've been worked again, I think a lot of people will be very, very pissed. Very, very pissed. Probably Dave, Tom. Tony Khan. Tom. OMG, it's Vanessa in this movie. His odds. Is Vanessa in this movie? Vanessa. Vanessa. Which one's Vanessa? Tom, literally kids in there. Yeah, they don't understand. You've just got to remember they do not understand. Oh, why the booking theory like this? You know, he got injured, dude. He got injured. Feels like fucking babysitting on daisies at sometimes. I don't really like that chat at all, to be honest. I think how I see it, and you know, I know a lot of you are not members, but that flipping championship members game, I see it on X. This BWO bollocks. I mean, it looks babyish to me. And they're all with the little factions. We're a little faction. It's like, oh, come on. what the fuck are you doing with your lives? And then making up the logos and doing all this stuff. And it's like, really, you've got nothing better to do? Really? This is what we've gone to? Mate, it feels a little bit. And of course, Edward Brown's in the mix of it all. James, yeah, I saw that the word furious, also laughed. It's like a big word for the uneducated. Kids get it. They just want to be little pricks and piss us geezers off. Really, immensely value to you. Honestly, great. You're looking great, mate. I've got to admit. Ooh, let's do it. Let's give you a little whistle. You sexy man. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see you pull out the Daisy Dukes this time. Oh my gosh. Really immensely shout out to you, mate. Not so much weight left to go till you got full clearance from your doctor. Shout out to you anyway, dude. Dave and his community versus Dave's and his community. Dave community would win because they're the best. Oh, there's way too many. We'd have to, honestly, we'd have to bribe Dave's community with lollipops. Oh no, we'd become pedos. Bribing him with lollies. I don't want to beat up kids. No thanks. Tom, new best friend is Keegan. Keegan? Who's Keegan? Somehow, when Days does earlier stream, there is more children there, like they just take the day off school for days. Oh, mate. Nah, we just need to gain like £50 before I do that. James, keep that filth out of your mouth. You would rather be friends with Kim Jong Un. I could make that happen. I've got him on my speed dial. Doesn't work unless I have got that belly swag. Oh, mate, no. You pull it off even more if they were tight. You need the short shorts. So we're doing the scene again where he goes to the shop, but it's slightly different now because there's people are zombies. And he just sees the homeless guy, no change. This kid's gone with the football. And he's got a habit of leaving the door open. And he's just got himself a cornetto. South London. Crisis worsens. Are you Will Smith, Tom? I meant that Middlesbrough are close with North Korea and the women play football there once a year, so it's not impossible. So hot pants, red see-through. Oh, whatever you can get your hands on, William Mency. Send it into web. You would boost their figures by 100%. Monday was federal holiday in the US. Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, so kids had the day off school. Fucking hell. That's what a load of days. What a load of days. God, fucking hell. It's off school day. That's what we have here in the UK. We have an inset day. Teacher training day is an inset day, so that's when kids have time off school. Maybe go full Terry from Reno 911. My Halloween costume already purchased. You know what? It's Reno 911. It's a show I've never really watched. Never really watched it. So I have really no idea what the reference is, to be fair. But anyway, shout outs to you. My other phone's just lit up. Not my main phone, my pervert phone. You know, I've got a main phone and I've got my pervert phone. There's the one where I use for everyday life, and there's one what I just use for porn. It's not true, but it's nice when I say it. I play Newcastle in the FA Cup on my EA Sports FA. I beat them 3-2 on extra time. 3 days later, they sack Howe and appoint Bournemouth manager, and Arsenal sack the manager and get Howe. Very interesting. The drunken girl in the background has just been thrown into a pipe, and now she's got a big, massive hole in her stomach. And yeah, Ed's t-shirt, I've just realised, says "I got wood." So it's like little things that you don't take any garm of, and it's literally there. I'm built like a Mack truck. Never been a sexy day in my life. Don't get fucked with. So it's a wash, mate. You've done something, mate. You've bagged a wife. You've bagged a wifey. So she finds you sexy. So then your statement is now retracted because at least one person out there in the world finds you sexy as hell. No, we'll make that two people in the world will find you sexy as hell because my God, mate, I'm on board. I'm with you, buddy. Can't these deaths in Five Nights at Freddy's? Can't lie. These deaths in Five Nights at Freddy's. You're watching Five Nights. It's not bad. It's not a bad little film. Tell me what you think of the blonde police woman. She is fucking fit as fuck. Absolutely adore her. I was watching it thinking, well, if anything, if the film doesn't get me, at least this is a pretty blonde to stare at. And then, of course, Matheson being in it as well. She's still fucking fit. Oh, I have lots of women. Lol, true. Lol. See, somebody out there thinks you're sexy, and it's not just me. Mate, sex appeal is whatever you make it. God, somebody out there thinks I'm sexy. She's blind. Been blind for years, but she thinks I'm sexy. I'm ugly on the inside. Ugly on the inside. We're all ugly on the inside. Have you seen our insides? Have you ever looked at the lower intestine? It's not exactly a pretty picture. It's not a Picasso. Well, it is a Picasso down there, to be fair. Messed up. Whoa. Oh, I'm pretty on the inside. I'm a princess on the inside. To kill them, hit them, anything to the head. Removing the head, hitting the head. And I beat Marseille, Atletico Bilbao to make it to the semi-finals of the Champions League, where I get Bayern Munich. What is your team, Leeds? What is your? I'm assuming your Leeds, but who's your players? Who is it? Mainly the Leeds team. Who's your new stars? Who have you signed? Let me know. You've probably answered this before in others, but you've probably added to them since. And they use a record and they throw it into the face of the guy. And they start throwing records. Man, soundtrack gets used. Oh, Prince. Love that album. Dire Straits gets used. James has loads of sex appeal. Poor James gets all the chat action. He whines about babysitting the kids. Lol, OMG. Imagine the holes in the chat are like Nita, Trini, Sunny, real life kids. I've not seen Trini. What she look like in real life? Anybody seen her? Nita, I've seen. We know what Sunny looks like. I've not seen Trini. I don't know what she looks like. They're just names to me. You know, the ones that I've seen on video or in camera. You know what I mean? It's like Sunny. We see her every week nearly on web. She does these weird flipping camera angles where she's got a camera up her nose. I don't know what she does. She's like literally out with the camera. It's like, what are you doing with your just put it down. It's annoying. Yeah, Sonny, just put it on a table. Do something with it, love. You've got it at a strange angle. OMG, I'm not scared of jump scares anymore. There's no jump scares in that movie, mate. There's literally nothing. It's just not scary. The movie's not scary at all. I just find it. I just thought it was an hour and a half of entertainment. To be quite honest with you, I was entertained by it. Wasn't scared by it. I don't think any movies actually scare me anymore. To be honest, I don't see films like The Terrifier as scary. They're just gory. There's nothing scary about somebody ripping somebody's guts out. It's just like, okay, it's a bit. That's about it. That's not scary. That's just. They gave James ass because his babysits the kids. Trini lives in the Caribbean, Trinidad, Tobago, northeastern tip of South America. So okay, she black in origin then. She dark coloured. That's because usually when they come from like Trinidad and Tobago, they're quite dark. I would assume. I mean, I'm just guessing. I'm not saying that she is, but I would have thought she would have been. My God, she is broken in half, literally. Yeah, it does. That is the most goriest bit of it. Well, it's not really gory. It's just that she leans into the animatronic, and the hand comes out and drags her in, half of her. It's. I guess you're at that part then. Black and white, which she's got lots of hate from both sides of the family. Oh, she mixed race then. Cat used the other term for it, which we used to call them half castes when we were kids. We're not allowed to use that term now because, yeah, because people cry when you use that term. But it's she's mixed. She's mixed. Same Trinidad that knocked out USA. Oh, I know where Trinidad and Tobago is. Isn't that Dwight York's team? Isn't Dwight York from Trinidad and Tobago? Well, in a World Cup a few years ago. Yes, Tom. Trini is my chat wife. Is she? All right. I thought Sam was your chat wife. Mate, you get around, James. You dirty dog. Yeah, mixed is the word. Yeah, mixed race. Yeah, you can't use half caste is just frowned upon, but it's the term we used to use as kids. You can't use it now because people cry. So you have to call them mixed race. But it's technically they're still half caste. This always been the word that I've always used. Never had any problem with it. Don't rub it in, James. She is the coolest woman on there. Jenny pops into here from time to time just to say hello, to drop a like, which is cool. Obviously, I have no problem with people being in Daisy's chat, right? They are going to pick him over me. He streams every week. He streams every show. And I can understand that. I can relate to that. I wished I could. People chat can't quite find their feet with this channel because we're kind of like, oh, you're doing Raw one week, but then you're not doing it. What the flip? Why is this? But it's not a lot I can do about it. Work comes first, doesn't it? Sam is our chat wife, Dave. Sam's amazing. I love Sam. James, chat husband is Ben Molloy. Sam showed up in Daisy's chat. Sam was on. She's very good with it. Trini started that hubs thing with me to stop Ben and Connor harassing me. Didn't work though. All right, okay, all right. I'll get a bit of context. Right, cool. I'm not really up on Daisy's chat anymore. I get all my information is from you guys, to be fair, because I just don't bother with it. I pop in from time to time and I get about half an hour of it now and again. And I thank God that I've had enough of that. Perry Goodanson, Jared Braithwaite, Tamore, Bogle, Tusharami, Warren, Emery, Ethan Anwari, Okafor, Lautaro Martinez. Okay. Yeah. That's a fairly decent team, actually. So Perry, Gunnar Marson, Braithwaite. Braithwaite's a good player to pick up in FIFA. Very young. Always gets a good rating eventually. So that's very good. Lamaro Martinez. I'm surprised nobody signed him in the Premier League yet. Patrick from Ireland. Hello. Shout out to you. Tom, shut the fuck up. Literally banned Ben on the last Knights of Vol stream, and literally no one saved him because nobody gives a shit. Just run someone over, and he's a zombie. He's asked him if he's alright. The big one is Keegan. Dave, he is really Corey Roberts. Corey. Oh, right, okay. Is he back with a different name? Okay, right, I get you. I see. I see. This is why I love you all. So easy to have a banter with you without someone biting your head off or being offensive. I mean, look, at end of the day, we're all just fucking wrestling fans at end of the day, you know what I mean? It's if you take shit serious, then there's going to be a problem, isn't there? It's fair. Robert made a new account in Dazers. Robert has got a new account. Yeah, Robert has. He had his main account, which he decided to stop using. He's got another account, which I think he uses in chats. I don't know if he's got 50 subscribers for that one yet, but the one that he goes live with for NXT is his old account. So he's got these two accounts, one which he can't go live on because he hasn't got 50 subscribers for, and then he's got his one what he has got, but I think he only goes live once a week. I don't know. I don't really keep up with him, to be honest. Yeah, shaved as well. What? Days watches him. What do you mean watches who? It was until my board gave me 91 million, and then I signed Braithwaite. All right, Braithwaite's a good signing. Guaranteed. Ben will be back on SmackDown stream with another account. All right, Days told me to handle that shit when it comes up and ban Maya, P, and Anna recently. They both came back. James for me to block me for the fourth time. Lot imagine he shows up on James's as James's bitch. William, these CUNTs don't get it. They ain't wanted. Watches Corey behavior wise, but he won't leave. All right, so Daisy's on it. He's clocking it. Right. Okay. I get you. I've got like 15 million left. I need to contact in case players need a new contract. You need to. All right. Okay. FIFA, I just don't get time for. I go into doing these new seasons. I'm only on FIFA 24. I'm not up to date. Absolutely not up to date at all. I'm way behind. But I get bored. I just sign all the Liverpool players that Liverpool would sign. So because I'm in the league season where Liverpool haven't got Canate yet, haven't got Gravenberch, haven't got Verts, and they're all like 70 rated players at this point. So I'm waiting for them all to grow. These streams here are like therapy sessions. Oh well, that's comforting to know. Days unblocks them. What is the point of mods? I don't know why he's unblocking them, to be honest. Money, probably views. I don't know. I don't know why you would. I couldn't give a shit about that. If somebody's banned, they're staying banned. I could unban Robert anytime I want to, but I'm sorry, not gonna do it. Because I know the moment I do, it's just gonna get back to the way it was before. I don't really want to spend any more time talking about Robert when he's not here to defend himself. But that's just how it is. It doesn't matter, just have to keep monitoring everyone. Nothing can really be done. It's the thing that they've got all this time to make these new accounts. I don't know why they benefit from it. Just trolling the same things over and over again. I don't know. Oh, his stepdad has just been bitten by a zombie. You're not driving that car. James usually doesn't get bother me at all. Just being a dick to shitbags. Well, maybe too much on your behalf, James. That's shit. They just need to feature the very account from the device just banned for good. Just ban the fucking lot on them. Yeah. I mean, it's bad. It's bad when you're having to go to them lengths. I don't see what the enjoyment is. If we get somebody like that, I appreciate you guys just getting rid of them. But sometimes, if we do get a troll in, I kind of like them to stay around because we can just have a go at them. We can just have a fun at their expense and then get rid of them. Nobody gets on my fucking nerves, to be quite honest with you. I just like, fuck them. I don't care. Say what you want in the chat for me. I'll fucking rip you a new one anyway. Easy, Dave. They want to be us. They just lack the ability to do, due to them being pieces of shit in real life. Stop using my name in vain, William. That's my name in real life. You can't just keep using in real life. That means you're connecting them to me for somehow. Don't do that. I have so many accounts. I don't see me coming up into the chat with a new account and spam. Yeah, you've got Leeds 2024, Leeds 2023, Leeds 2022, Leeds 2020. Or like Keegan Corey, freaking legit psychopath. He's not contacted me in ages, which is fun. Good. Not that I have a problem with him. It's just that, keep him away. Had a takeaway, had a Pizza Hut. It was a cheese pizza with no toppings. Oh, God, boring. That sounds boring. Boring pizza. Lol, Dave, in real life, Keegan thinks he can rap. Okay. Is he still doing videos with his top off? Can anybody tell me that? Every video that I see, because it's Corey, he gets really close up to the camera. You can clearly see that he's not top off. I think he's taking influence from Edward Brown. That's what I think. I was thinking, as a bit of fun, just to kind of like get off topic a little bit. I'm not bothered about the film at the minute. You know how we just did the top 25 males in the last 25 years? What about the women? Who would you put in that list if we were going to do the women? Who are the top? Probably top 10 of the last 25 years of the women's side of it. Just throw some names in the chat, see what we come up with. Called Ben out every time he makes a new account, then he blocks me. Lol, James, Days legit has me to let it be. Days doesn't want to be chopped up and served into a freezer. Wait, the film's shirtless. No one wants to see his mantis. Now, Edward Brown gets his top off all the time. It's like, mate, have you got no clothes? He thinks he's a gangster, but he's just a little wankster. Oh my God, he's a poet and he don't even know it. Mr. James with the rapping. What? He thinks he's a gangster, but all he is a wankster. I fucking love it. He is legit psychotic. He is on meds. He punches himself. I've seen the videos, mate. I don't want to get on the bad side of him. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel his wrath. He's, as far as I'm concerned, he's completely cool. Do whatever you want, mate. Completely fine with me. Let's keep our distance. Yeah, James and Brony are going to be the meat suits. James thinks he's Eminem, more like Chockums. He's an MMM because he's got these nuts. He's the nutty ones. Oh, fucking hell. I can't even, I'm no good at rapping. I don't like rhyming. It's not for me. Can't even rap Christmas presents. More like mini gems. Yeah, so answer that question. Who's the influential women in who's the best women in the last 25 years? Just like the men's one. I think you've got to put. I think Gasker's in the conversation of the top 10. I think Gasker's got to be up there. Charlotte Flair has got to be number one. Right. Charlotte Flair. China. What was China? What was their 2000s like? I think Charlotte Flair's up there in that top 10 list. Lita. Trish. But probably Mickey James has got to be a shout. I wonder how that list would look, because obviously you look through the Attitude Era and like divas and shit like that. It's interesting. He thinks he's shady, but the only thing shady about him is the internet browser history. Well, we've all got shady internet browsing histories. I mean, whenever you search for full nugget porn, it's always going to be a problem. Yeah, don't go searching for nugget porn. It's I ain't sending you into that direction. But it's fun watching them trying to do stuff. If you've got an hour to waste, it's quite funny. If you know what full nugget porn is, then you're in the conversation. If you don't, then if I need to explain it. But it's all Care Bears and Rainbows, James, and My Little Ponies. Yeah, but Dave, our internet history wouldn't land us on the Epstein list. No, probably not. Probably not. No, yours won't anyway, because James, internet history is just hella tune. Ella Toon naked. Ella Toon. Yeah, I know what James's internet history is. Ella Toon. That is it. Naked, and he's watching all the people what have made these AI graphics of Ella Toon naked, and he's going, "Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that one. I agree with that one. That's not realistic. That's not her size of her boobs." Holy shit. Brony is like Brony from My Little Pony. Brony, the name Brony is actually a grown up man what likes My Little Pony and dresses up as a pony. So Brony is a pony. It's actually a thing. Go check out Bronies. So Brony is a brony. Brony is a little hairy. Have you seen these fairies? People what dress up intentionally with things stuck up their asses as tails. Fuck me. What the fuck? You know my internet history, it's Bailey. Endel Gray. Carmen Petrovich. Yeah, they're the top three. Top three internet searches. Well, and did you see the Justin Fields passing away yardage stat from passage yeah, oh god. Yeah, David, incredible performance, James. It depends on what you searched from when you were a teenage, your teenage accounts. Jesus. Let's actually have a look. Now, we're not going to look at Tooney naked, but let's see what actual images of Tooney we can find, because I'm bored. Let's click that off. Tooney. Let's put in Toon. Toon the footballer. Let's have a look. Tooney. We're not looking at naked pictures, though. We're just going to have a look at pictures of Tooney. There she is. Married lady now. This is for you, James. James, get the tissues. If it's funny, fairy, I may be traumatized as a kid. I saw one. Patrick says, why did they ruin the match of Javon Evans? There's a bigger story. That's why. I mean, they're going to have a starred rivalry. I'm pissed off with it, Patrick, but at the end of the day, they're going to do a storyline with them too. It's going to play out over the years, hopefully. I mean, this is just the starting blocks. I think it's. I fucking adore Tooney's just the best. I don't think that's Tooney. Don't know what that's there. She emphasizes everything what I love about football. I think that's what it is. It's not the. She's got an inner beauty for sure. Fucked a bunch of women randomly at parties. They were in costumes for Halloween. I mean, it's not that far off. Fucking adore Tooney. Can't be these animatronics are nice. They only killed robbers. Yeah, there is a twist to that story in a bit, Tom. You wait. But there's Ella. And there's Ella from behind. Ella from the front. Even more Tooney. Direct me where you want me to go. What do you want to see? Because we're bored. We need to do something. We haven't got Instagram posts. There's Ella. I think one of her greatest achievements was obviously in Euros. Being able to do that for her dad in tribute was very, very emotional. But she's grown up through the years in football. Started off best mates with Russo. Anyway, there we go. There's loads of Ella Toon stuff there. And I'm not typing in Ella Toon naked. That is going to get me banned. But we're not doing that. But anything you want me to search up, let me know. Is there anything interesting happening in the world of wrestling? A lot of people talking about these new TKO contracts have clauses where they are fired for clauses of breach. There is 1 year non-complete. And the older contracts had this, but it's standard now. This is old up involving Andrade. So there is, what is this? So yeah, I can do the little game. I'm whoever that is. So that's Capricorn. We've got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo. If you're any of these months, these are the people that you are. Is that Rosemary? Who's that? No, Rosemary's there. Who's that one? Come on, tell me who that is. For Capricorn, who is that? I don't recognise her. What is this, Dave? A new show? Yeah, we've got bored. William, they were barking and all fours. Search up Caleb Braxton, Dave. I will do in a bit. Don't remember for sure. William, then maybe. I'm the Fiend. I'm a Taurus. Who's this girl here? William. James. Sue Young. Is that Sue Young? Oh, God. I have to be Sue Young. Yeah, she was in TNA, wasn't she? Yeah, Sue Young. I didn't recognise her at first. Oh, I wanted somebody cool. I got Sue Young. No, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Call up some NXT to SmackDown reportedly expected to take place sooner rather than later. Oberfemi. This will fill some gaps left by current injuries and freshen up the product. So Oberfemi's definitely won. What do you think for the other? There's going to be some ladies, right? 2-1 to Liverpool women's win. Young. So SmackDown's getting some call-ups coming up real soon. That's interesting, isn't it? So maybe Tony Delangelo, because we haven't seen him on TV for a while. Ober to come up to replace Jacob. Lola Vice. Yeah, she got ducked out of the Battle Royal early, didn't she? Yeah, there's going to be some call-ups. Yeah, me. I'm already there. So there's other people. So NXT call-ups coming soon. Name a professional wrestler who's impossible to hate. I'll go first. Let's actually read through this. Let's see who people have said. Kevin Owens. I fucking love Kevin Owens. I just want Omos to show up for NXT. See him and Moose. Get at it. So Undertaker. Roman Reigns and Cody. Undertaker. Both of them. Rey Mysterio. Bushwhackers. Oh, always loved the Bushwhackers back in the day. Some people think he's bonkers, but he loves everything. Carmen for the Secret Service. Yeah, no, Carmen Petrovic might look good with that role. Yeah, I like that. Bonkers shout out to you. Fun NFL stat from Sunday. Justin Fields, who I have no idea who he is. At 45 yards, he got sacked for the loss of 55 yards, subtracting 45 from 55, so 10 passing yards on something. All right, great. Good for him. Oof, I don't know who he is. Truth, that's a good shout, William NC, yeah. John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. Totally agree with that. And EO. Anybody see EO's Chris Van Fleet interview? Oh, so good. I watched it all the other day. Need to sit and watch the Stephanie one. But yeah, so good. EO's just great. The reason why for a name change, she was told with 5 days to change her name. And she went with Sky because it was Empress of the Sky and all that. And there's Finn Balor. Oh, TNA Kurt Angle. That's interesting. I can't show that one because it's age restricted. And it's staying that way because it's probably boobs. Stephanie Barker. And Alexa. The young OG. Penta. That's Cedric Alexander, isn't it? Chelsea Green. Yeah, totally agree with that. I'm dreading Sunday. Oh, mate, I am too. You know what? I'm going into that game on Sunday just thinking the worst. Half a team. We're not playing well. Man United will be up for it. You would think. No. I think this game could go either way. I'm not happy about it at all. I'm being honest. If Liverpool had been firing on all cylinders, then yeah, but somewhat a miss at Liverpool. But some good signs. There were some Liverpool players who scored during midweek for the national team, so maybe that's a bit of something to look forward to. Rey Mysterio, Big E, John Cena, Edge, R-Truth, Christian, David Paul. This ain't a maths class. I'm dreading Sunday. Javon Evans. There's Seth. You know what? I don't dislike Seth. I like Seth. I'm dreading Saturday. Burnley could beat Leeds. What I am trying to say is everyone in the chat for more passing it. Nobody really care. David Paul, I hate to say this, but there's only Americans really care about passing yards. We're not into American football, dude. I mean, I don't know who this guy is, for one. I don't know who he plays for two. And passing yards means absolutely jack crap to me. I mean, I'm glad that you can put it in the chat. I'm not going to stop you from doing it, but it's hard to get excited for it when we don't watch the sport. Such a skippable game mid Man United loser pool. Good thing I'm having pizza for the game. Either way, I am good. Pizza. I'm at work, so either way, I'm not watching it. I don't have to watch. I'm at work, so when it's being played out, I can just hide and not watch the game. Just wait for the result to roll in and do that at the end of it. Head in my hands. You know what? We should have just done a chilled out stream, really, than doing Shaun of the Dead, to be quite honest with you, because that's what it's descended into, which is fine. It's completely fine. They're in the pub anyway. They've just got past all the zombies. So, Ron Cena. Oh, carrying. Nightingale, really? AJ when he was in New Japan. There's Randy Orton. R-Truth. We finally got one for Julia. And yeah, well, we don't need to keep going. Anyway, that was a bit of a deep dive. Oh, that's Kendall. Trying to be great. There's nothing I can say about this woman which does. Mate, I need. Why am I not following? Just realised I'm not following Kendall Gray. That's a madness. Can't show you that because it's adult restricted. Probably good. Good that it is. Booker. Someone asked Booker T. Let's read this. Booker T stuff. Booker T. Dave, get the tissues. Oh, mate. You can't see what I'm doing. Booker T wants Juliet needs to do is catch up to Stephanie Vicker. So this is what Booker T thinks that Julia needs to do to catch up to Stephanie. Don't think Julia needs to do anything. Oh, there we go. That's it. I don't need to read rest because Booker T don't think she needs to catch up at all. There you go. Well done, Booker T. It's not a race from that perspective. I don't think they're competing from that perspective. I think that both these ladies will come over for hit on WWE. They have done great, just like Io Sky. They've done great being able to work with it in that universal language, which is squared circle, going out there and making people go, oh, really, really like this person here. Yeah, there's nothing really much in there. It felt like a bit of a walk through that, but for nothing. Kendall would. Who's this boomer? God, I'm too old for Kendall Gray, to be honest. She's amazing, though. She's really good. She's very talented. I like her wrestling and everything else, of course. So we've got, which version do you like more? Haven't really seen the new version of Fatal Influence yet, so oh my god, what has somebody done here? Collect all the Mattel WWE 42 Elite figures to complete a Sam Roberts figure. Let's have a look. That's Sam Roberts. I don't know how much you can see of it. You can't even see his head. There you go. There's Sam Roberts. Actually build the figure. And there's one with no hair. That's a bit better. With Corey. Killer Queen. Resting inside now. Yeah, it's the bit where they start hitting them with the snooker cues. There's that person. Madison Bear at the Victoria. I think we'd rather be watching that. Mike Santana, new TNA champion. Whoop whoop. Bryce Donovan announces that he is no longer with the WWE ID program. It's amazing. He gets a title shot against what's the other guy's name? I always forget his name. Drake. Some. Was it Drake? Oh, there's a call back to is that the kitchen there is? Damage control. Sorting out your kitchen. Oh, here we go. Potential. Shari. Son Good Shuri. So this is a new ID person, potential prospect. Finished the orphanage, or I don't know what that says. Jackson Drake, that's it. You are right, Leeds. I know it was Drake Summit. But there's a new one. Sun God Shari. So there's a new prospect to look out for. You can't see its name at the bottom, but I will click it up for you. Yeah, there you go. Boom. So Sun God Shuri. There you go. So a new ID person in the mix. Interesting. Good things must come to an end, but the one thing is about me is I never lose. I either win or I learn. I will be back better than ever. Callie Armstrong. One of the best visuals out there. And just where are my eyes? Let's just get that in a better shot. We're not bothered about what's happening up here. It's all about that bit there. Let's get this better in shot, actually, now. Boom. Bryce Donovan. So there we go. Oh, I've come back to you guys. We can go back here. This is to prove that I'm not doing anything rude. Anyway, that's a great shot. Is there any more IDs? Picture Stephanie Vicker. Stephanie sold hot dogs to afford tickets for her first WWE. She sold hot dogs. She went door to door selling them at 14th show. She sold hot dogs. Whoa, that's amazing. That's a whole lot of ass. Oh, it's totally. So we've got some new slap bracelets coming. So WWE title slap bands series 2 hitting Walmart recently. So here are the new slap bands. So where you could get the Undertaker belt, you get the Smoking Skull belt. Oh, it's the Brahma Bull belt. It's the Rock's belt. Let's have a deep dive. Let's have a look what we can get. So super rare is Roman Reigns, 1,316 days undisputed championship. So you get that. And there's the rare is the W Heavyweight Championship, Attitude Era Championship, Attitude Era Intercontinental. You can also get the $1 million belt. That is pretty cool. So these are all the new belts. So we've got a two in my collection. It's not something I'm going to go out of my way to collect, but any of you guys what are interested in that, there you are. There, the new range, what is coming out. So Giovanna Evans will take on Stats Lorenzo next week for X Division Championship. I don't know what's going off here. This woman, let's her wedding day and she's got a bush out. She's like flashing people in knickers. What the fucking hell's going off here? A bride facing backlash online after wearing this dress on her wedding day. It's not the fact that she's wearing a dress, she's wearing very little underneath the dress. She was flashing everybody. Well, we don't mind. There's no backlash from us. We're just enjoying the flash. Okay, I seem to have frozen there now. Okay, why have you frozen? Let's just click off that quickly because it's frozen for a bit. There we go, we're back. It's definitely Vaquer. Triple H's producing Vaquer's entrance at Crown Jewel, so that's some of the stuff what we're going off backstage. Grayson Waller says it isn't a big fan of WWE Unreal. Oh, let's read this. One of the guys who I'm not a big fan of Unreal. I understand it's really entertaining to show. A lot of my mates have watched and say they love it. But for me, I love the mystery. I don't like the magician secrets to be revealed. So Grayson Waller trying to keep it kayfabe as much as possible. Ricky Stacks helps Stacks. So many cake. Holy ass. Let it go, Dave. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. God, now that is a collector's item, isn't it? John Cena, AJ Styles, signed dual autograph following their unforgettable. Imagine getting that. That is a card that you want to have in your collection, especially if you're a John Cena fan, AJ fan. One of one. Jesus Christ. Getting your hands on that would be ridiculous. There is Survivor Series. Rey Mysterio front and center. Seth's there. I mean, what are we getting now at Survivor Series? What does the landscape look like after the old Seth stuff? There is Kendall, Gray, just on away, just looking ordinary. Still looks absolutely flipping fire. And then Bailey's. WWE have come to terms with the release of Grayson Waller. The decision was made by TKO. He is a character that lost TKO 001P. If they do a retirement tour for AJ, they should let AJ have one match in TNA. I don't think they do a farewell tour though, to be honest. But yeah, I think he should. I think he should have one more match in. Jada Parker. Anyone? Just fucking fire that girl. Absolutely stunning. We've seen some of this earlier. The backlash they're getting for that Saudi Arabia WrestleMania is James, for you, it's Zaya Brookside's birthday today. So happy birthday to her. Arsenal women are 1-0 up against Benfica. Well, this is a cool picture. AJ Lee sat in front, and this is a match what needs to happen, but not for this reason. But that needs to happen. AJ Lee versus Alexa Bliss. I'm down for that. Who should retire AJ? I think they should have Ric Flair type of retirement where he loses once he has to retire. Women. What would be the roll call for AJ Styles? Can Samoa Joe still wrestle? Is Samoa Joe still kind of in the ring? If he is, I would definitely have a match with Samoa Joe and AJ. I think that could work. Just they had some fantastic matches back in the day. Let's come off of this now. Come back to me. Boom. I think they've had some fantastic matches in the past. That could work. Who would you like to see AJ face? Think of the five five people you'd think AJ should be good against. I think Javon Evans has got to be one because future, like the passing of the torch. Frankie maybe. A great week of wrestling. I'm looking forward to SmackDown tomorrow. Won't be able to watch it unfortunately. It's back at its normal time, and I will be sleeping because I'm on days. But yeah, be keeping an eye on it though. AJ, who would you know? Finn Balor. AJ versus Finn Balor. I'd do again. I mean, Bullet Club. Yeah, I'd do that again. Trying to think of who else. Randy Orton, maybe. AJ versus Cody. That was a good feud. What they had in Saudi Arabia that year, that match. They could recall that. They could do another Cody match. I'm just trying to think outside. What TNA ones? Javon Evans, AJ Styles passed the torch to Javon. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Leeds. I think Days made a similar statement about that as well. I can see that happening. So they're getting attacked in the pub. All the zombies have gotten into the pub, and Ed's getting eaten. So we're getting to the near the end of this movie. Javon Evans, Nakamura, what leads Frankie Kazarian, maybe Chris Jericho. But Jericho, I'm not so bothered about. I just don't think he's got what it takes anymore. Vicky Saints, Javon, Ethan Page. You can see them. I could see them. Randy Orton's got to be on that list, I feel. Randy, definitely. The two legends. Like pretty much what they've done with Cena and AJ. It's going to be interesting who gets the last match. Maybe Joe Hendry, maybe. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. It would be fun. Trick Williams, that's a good shout. I don't think he matches AJ though. Carmelo Hayes did do that match on SmackDown, I remember. Maybe even Leon Slater. There's some possibilities there, isn't there? Dave in real life, me. Oh, mate. AJ would just Styles clash me in seconds. Flip me upside down. Bump. 1, 2, 3, be done. Wouldn't be much of a match. Penta. Oh, bonkers. You're thinking Ray Phoenix or Penta. Yeah. My ideal opponent for AJ Styles last match would obviously can't happen, but Will fucking Ospreay, bruv. Yeah, that would be. Oh, that would be fucking good, man. I'm not really into Will Ospreay, but when you look at wrestling terms, yeah, he is one of the best out there at the minute. Let's not be stupid. I think he's the best British wrestler, definitely. Don't particularly like his character, but the bruv thing does me treeing. But yeah, I could agree with that. James Leon Slater has countered that maybe. Leon Slater being from Bradford. Chris Saber and Alex Shelley. Yeah, them two. That could be interesting. Alex Shelley maybe, yeah. Chris Saber and Alex Shelley are very similar. I'm going to throw one out there. This is going to... Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier. How about Nathan Frazier versus AJ Styles? Axiom or Nathan Frazier? Tell me that wouldn't bang. Nathan Frazier, we don't really get to see that much of. I think him and Javon Evans would have a great feud. Ooh, just thinking about it, I would definitely do it. Get Leon Slater and Javon Evans together as a tag team and get them up against Fraxium. Oh, mate. Tell me that wouldn't bang. Tell me that wouldn't be fucking worth watching. Jeez. Oh my gosh. That's a twist. Gunter versus AJ Styles. OMG, that would be a banger, Gunter. But you could throw Gunter in anyway. We still need Finn Balor versus Gunter. I feel like we're still missing that. We need that for WWE. We definitely need that. We were supposed to have had that during the pandemic and never got it. I feel like they've met each other in the ring, but I feel a proper Finn Balor Gunter feud would be fucking fire. I know we're not talking about Finn Balor, but Finn Balor AJ, I feel, is one of them. But Nathan Frazier, I've got to give a shout to that, to be honest. Shane McMahon, only joking. Shane McMahon, Jesus Christ. The best in the world. Oh, yeah, it would be good. I would like to see Undertaker again versus AJ, but I know Undertaker's not going to come out of retirement for that. Out of retirement to do a retirement match with AJ. That would be insane. I would love to say somebody like Christopher Daniels, but he's not wrestling now either, is he? So would have loved to have seen that one more time. AJ versus Christopher Daniels. They had such a good time together in TNA. Imagine Private Party versus Javon Evans, Leon Slater versus Faction. That would blow the roof off. What are Private Party doing? I thought that they were close to getting a WWE contract. They're not. Are they currently still on AEW or are they out of AEW by now? What's happening with them? Shawn Michaels, but he's retired. Yeah, AJ. I mean, you're talking about dream matches now. AJ versus Kurt Angle, AJ versus Shawn Michaels. AJ and Bret Hart would have been so good back in the day, but it's impossible to have them now, is it? OMG, they've killed Vanessa. Oh, what in Five Nights at Freddy's? Keep watching. Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, AJ. Oh, the army is shooting everyone. Apparently, one of them is the lead singer of Coldplay. Right at the very end, there's a zombie. What is the lead singer of Coldplay? Chris Martin. AJ versus Dragunov. We need Dragunov back though, don't we? What is happening with Dragunov? What are we waiting for with him? Maybe he's one to return to lighten the load of Seth. Do this one at Wrestle Kingdom since he's retiring after the match. Takeshka. Oh, Tanahashi. Tanahashi versus Styles would be fun. Ooh, Tanahashi. Yeah, I don't know how far we can move AJ outside the WWE sphere for that one, to be honest. Orton versus Kenny Omega. You know what? Kenny Omega can't even go these days. He's that fucked up. His body's screwed. So I'd feel that that would be a mismatch. AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega. One last time. Bullet Club leaders. I mean, honestly, the Bullet Club stuff. You could have Kenta. Kenta could be one what they use. Is it Kenta? Man, yeah, it's great, isn't it? I love doing these kind of things where we just speculate and have fun with the dream matches. But obviously, we're getting close to AJ's retirement as well now. We've got Cena's 4 dates left for Cena, 4 fucking dates left. One of them Survivor Series, one of them is the 13th of December. I need to check if I can get that 13th off for December because we need to definitely do that watch along. Cena versus Tanahashi versus AJ Styles in a battle of retirement. Penta versus Andrade. It's amazing, isn't it? That so many matches that we've not got to see. I mean, one of the main matches was always Bray. There's The Fiend versus Demon Finn Balor. Sting versus The Undertaker. We never got that. I mean, we never got The Rock versus Shawn Michaels, but Rock refused to work with Shawn Michaels. He said there were two similar babyface characters that he thought that their styles would not work together. So Ed lives in the shed as a zombie. Zombies are now being circulated into society, used on game shows. We've not really watched Shaun of the Dead. If you've watched Shaun of the Dead, give me your ratings of Shaun of the Dead. We've not really watched it, but it's fine. We've got around about 10 minutes left of this live stream, and then I'm shutting it off and chilling out for the rest of the evening. What if you said to Cena come back at WrestleMania? If it's a ruse and Cena came back at WrestleMania, what is it? Ruse? I thought you said Rusev. What if it's a ruse? Be sick, wouldn't it? I don't think Cena's coming back though. Once he's done, he's done. I think no. Let's do the football actually. Let's not click off. Back to Disney Plus. Actually watched it and don't like horror movies, so it's a 6 out of 10. It's good. It's all right. Shaun of the Dead. I've seen it so many times. Let's go to the footy. To stick on the last bits of the Benfica game. Beth Mead is on, so it's 1-0 to Arsenal. We've got around about 20 minutes. We'll see end of this game out and then we'll call it a day. Chloe Kelly is on the pitch, so it's Benfica 0, Arsenal 1. Let's change this up, and I love this film. So it's an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Shaun of the Dead gets that rating right there. I know people are going to be watching this. They're going to click on, think it's a proper Shaun of the Dead watch along, and it's like, then I barely talked about the movie the entire time that it was on. I mean, it is what it is. I never expected to anyway. I knew that we would switch our attentions to something else. It's Dave 2's Streamlabs 1. Muller. I'm looking out for attractive ladies now. There's honestly the Arsenal team for attractive level. There is quite a few. Chloe Kelly. I like Katie McCabe. Russo. I mean, there's some stunners. Five Nights at Freddy's was a really good movie. What was your rating of Five Nights at Freddy's, and what did you think of the end? They are making a Five Nights at Freddy's 2. 8.25 out of 10, says Dylan. Yeah, Shaun of the Dead's just a great movie. It's good. We're gonna. I think the next one will be Halloween 3, which will be close to Halloween anyway. So Halloween 3, Season of the Witch is going to be the next movie watch along. We'll probably dive a little bit more into that one. Anyway, it's just good to be live and just having a bit of a chilled out stream in it. You know, that's what we're doing. Basically, it's just having a bit of a chill. Tom says 8.5 and a good ending, but could have ended with one movie. This stream 10 out of 10. Oh, thanks, Leeds. Yeah, I think they could have. I felt like it was a one and done kind of thing. But obviously, if it was successful and they made money off it, they're gonna do another one. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Five Nights at Freddy's is, if you haven't watched it yet, then go and watch it. Is what I'm gonna say to people. Definitely watch it. Give your own opinion on it. I literally put it off because I don't like the franchise itself. But you don't have to play the video game to like the movie, and that's. I took on what I wanted to take home from it. I spent 5 nights at Freddy's, being shit. Bang the shit out of Freddy. Yeah, you know what, William? Fun fact: when I heard the title of this 5 Nights at Freddy's, I thought it was Nightmare on Elm Street. I thought it was some random. What's a movie about Freddy? They spend the 5 night at Freddy's house. What the flip? What's this about? Oh, come and spend some time with Freddy. Ha! Got to survive the night in Freddy's house. You're not sleep tonight, bitch. That's what I thought it was. And then obviously it's about Freddy Fazbear and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's it. It kind of threw me off. Yeah, but it was a film that I wasn't expecting to like. I just put it on. I'd been putting it off for a while, and I just thought, you know what? Let's get on with it. Let's just watch this. Well, I'm off. See you all whenever. Stay safe. Great stream. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, we're not sticking around too long anyway, to be fair. Back on Monday for Raw. That's our next live stream. There's not going to be much content out this week because I'm bloody working. So, yeah, if you haven't checked out that top 10 wrestlers video, please go and do that. Slap a like on it, do all the good stuff. Be very much appreciated if you haven't watched it, of course. If you have, watch it again. Go watch it 100 times for me, because that would really boost my viewing. It would really help boost their channel. I wish you could just endless like. That would be cool, but you can't. Sucks. But yeah, I think we are close to the end of the stream. So yeah, I am going to call it a night, actually. I'm going to, because I need to go to the toilet as well, so I might as well just end the stream here. But thank you everybody much joined, much appreciated as always. If you haven't liked the stream, do that. Watch the video if you haven't watched that already. And yeah, I'll see you all on Monday for Raw. We're back, busy week, because we've got, I'll tell you the rundown. Got Raw on Monday, NXT Tuesday. Then we're back for Friday Night SmackDown, and we've got Halloween Havoc on the Saturday night. So busy week. 4 streams planned for next week. Very busy week. We might do a bit of a fun stream on the Sunday. I don't know what we're doing on that Sunday yet, but it'll be a chilled out stream if we do. But yeah, a busy week next week. So we're back with all the watch alongs next week. So enjoy the rest of your weekends, guys. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Until Monday on Raw,